I'm going to pick all the AP top 25 teams games for Week 12 that do play in Week 12 in Division 1 FBS football for this week. And some of these games may have spreads, some of them may not. So anyway, okay. So number 1 Oregon will take on Wisconsin at 6:30 p.m. on NBC. Oregon's favored by 14 points. I think this is a tricky road environment. And if there was a game that I think they could slip up in, it's this one because of travel, but I just don't see it. Oregon right now is just proving to be the best team in the country, so give me Oregon to win that game. Now, Ohio State, that's number 2 in the country, will take on Northwestern 11 a.m. Big Ten Network. Ohio State's fed by 31 points. Give me Ohio State to win this game. And I'm doing it in like numerical order on the AP poll because they don't show it on the ESPN app anymore on AP top 25 games at all. They're just doing straight college football playoff. That's why I have to just go back and forth. It may take longer. I apologize. Number 3, Texas at Arkansas, 11 a.m. ABC/ESPN Plus. Texas favored by 6.5. This is a This is a letdown spot when I see one. To be honest, it's on the road, but I just don't see it. So give me Texas to win, though it may be closer than 6.5. But who knows? Now Indiana is on a bye week, obviously, and Tennessee is number 6 in the country. And they're going on against against Georgia. That's number 11 in the country. So a 6 versus 11 matchup here. And it's at Georgia. 6:30 p.m. ABC/ESPN Plus. Georgia's favored by 9.5 points. I do not know if Nico from Tennessee is even going to play in this game. And Georgia needs to win because if they don't win, forget the college football playoff. Georgia's not looked good the last few weeks. I don't trust either team to win, but I guess if I had to go one direction, it is Georgia because of the health status on the Tennessee quarterback. That's the only reason why I'm going with that. And we'll see if Georgia really does cover the spread. We'll see. Now, number 7 BYU is taking on Kansas at 9:15 p.m. on ESPN. BYU's favored by 3.5. Kansas may be 3-6, but they are better than that record show. They have played a lot of close games, and BYU escaped last week against Utah. This is a letdown spot, possibly, and I do think BYU is going to lose somewhere, whether it's in a regular season or in the Big 12 title game. And even if they win the Big 12 title game and they're undefeated, I think they're losing a college football playoff, though. I just don't see it. Them going unbeaten. Anyway, as for the Kansas game, Kansas blew out Iowa State. And I know that score wasn't implicative of that, but when you look at the context of it, Kansas let out the gas. I just think BYU is too tough at night. If this was at Kansas or like a neutral site, maybe Kansas sneaks over and win. And Kansas has to win out in order to make a bowl game. I just don't see it. Now, I know I said that last time, and Kansas proved me wrong, but give me BYU to win this game. Now, number 8 Notre Dame takes on Virginia, 2:30 p.m. NBC. Notre Dame's favored 23.5. Virginia only needs one more win to get to bowl eligibility, but I don't think this is a game. Give me Notre Dame to win. Now, number 9, Alabama versus Mercer, 1 p.m. SEC Network Plus, ESPN Plus. No spread on the game, but it doesn't really matter. Alabama's going to win this game. This is their pay-to-win game here. Let's just be clear. And Alabama proved me wrong last week. Now, number 10, Ole Miss, is on the bye week. So, okay, don't have to worry about them. I already went over the Georgia game. Number 12, Miami, Florida, is on the bye week as well. So, I apologize. I cannot memorize all these schedules here. Okay, number 13, Boise State at San Jose State. 6 p.m. CBS-SN. Boise State's favored by 13.5. Boise State played with their food last week against Nevada. If they do that again, they are in danger, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I think Boise State wins the game. Now, number 14, SMU versus Boston College. 2:30 p.m. ESPN. SMU is favored by 16.5 points. SMU has to win out, just to make sure they guarantee themselves a playoff spot or make the college football playoff, because I don't see two ACC teams making it now. So it's really just one team and that's it. That's all I could see, unless SMU, Miami, Florida, and SMU face up in the ACC title game, and maybe a 2-loss ACC gets in. I don't know. But anyway, SMU will win this game. Okay. Number 15, Texas A&M versus New Mexico State, 6:45 p.m. SEC Network. Texas A&M is by 40.5. Easy game for A&M to run up the score in. Give me A&M. Now, Army's on the bye week this week. Now, Clemson, number 17 in the country, at Pitt. 11 a.m. ESPN. Clemson's favored by 10 points. Virginia really beat Pitt last weekend. Regardless what had happened a week ago for Pitt, I was going to pick Clemson to win anyway. But I think but it's going to really not change anything for me. So give me Clemson to win this game. Though, if Clemson does lose, forget the college football playoff. But even if as a 2-loss team, I don't know that they're going to get in, because they're not even playing the ACC title game. Okay. Number 18, Colorado versus Utah. 11 a.m. Fox. Colorado's favored by 10 points. Colorado proved me right last week. I picked them to beat Tech. Texas Tech defense is bad. And Utah could very well let this one loss against BYU beat them twice here. And they only need to win 2 games. And back in the preseason, I would have picked Utah. But this ain't the preseason. Give me Colorado to win. But if Colorado were to lose, that would be hilarious. And I would forget making the Big 12 title game. They could still make it. It's just they have to win out. They only have 1 conference loss. Now, Washington State, that's number 19 in the country, at New Mexico. 8:30 p.m. FS1. Washington State's favored by 13.5. Give me Washington State to win. No need for any explanations. Number 20, Kansas State versus Arizona State. 6 p.m. ESPN. Kansas State's favored by 8 points. Arizona State is no joke, folks. They are better this year than last year, and they exceeded a lot of people's expectations, including mine. At the end of the day, it's in Manhattan. Give me Kansas State to win, and Arizona State, no matter what, is going to have a winning record. So, good for them on that. Now, number 21, LSU at Florida, 2:30 p.m. ABC/ESPN Plus. LSU's favored by 4.5. This is a letdown spot, and you could very well let 1 loss turn into 2 losses. But at the end of the day, I don't think Florida wins this game. Give me LSU. Let me check on Number 22 Louisville at Stanford, 2:30 p.m. ACC Network. Louisville is favored by 20.5. I don't know how come Stanford beat Syracuse a while back. Doesn't make sense that only ACC win just by random, I would guess. But Louisville is going to win this game, even though it's a long way to travel. Now, number 23 South Carolina versus number 24 Missouri. 3:15 SEC Network. South Carolina's favored 13.5. Missouri escaped last week against Oklahoma. And South Carolina to me is a better football team than Missouri at the moment. So give me South Carolina all the way. And then last game, number 25 Tulane at Navy. 11 a.m. ESPN 2. Tulane's favored by 6.5. Navy really, after their loss to Notre Dame, they beat them twice. Let that game beat them twice. And I will say, if Navy wins this game, they could still find a way to make it to the American title game. Well, obviously, Tulane wins this game, they still control their own destiny because they literally only have like one more game, and that's they have a bye week next week. Then they have Memphis at home. And this is a potential letdown. Somehow, I think Tulane wins, but I'm not confident. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers, goal to my goal is 1,000 more. So make money out this course. Like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people could see it. Send the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.